Hello everyone and welcome to module number 5. We have been working our way through nicely, and I hope you are catching up and are able to see that we are swimming deeper and deeper every week. Module 5 is the last module of the introduction or of the hands-on walkthrough app development, and hopefully you have gained by now and by the completion of this module enough basis and foundation where we can jump you into your own swimming pool or ask you to work on your own project. And this will be the last 4 weeks of this semester, and this is our next task. Hopefully in module 5 we'll work together for 2 to 3 weeks, starting from now till approximately second week of November, and then from there till the end of the semester you will work in groups to complete your final project. Before I go through the content of module number 5, I want to point to you the discussion board item, which is the group formation. The way we're going to form the groups, I'm going to give you an opportunity to make suggestions of what group you want to be with, and in about a week or two I will post suggested group formations. The groups will work from 3 people, perhaps 4 if we need to. One person, all 3 people are responsible for developing the app and working together collectively and equally on the project, but each member of the team will take a lead on something. One will take a lead on the management of the project. This is the person responsible of ensuring that all the discussion boards, all the reporting that's required is done on time, the app is submitted, presentation is made, everybody's doing their job. A person is responsible for the user experience, which means this is the one who will take a lead on building the user interface, building the storyboard, and so on. And one person will take a lead on the development, which is writing the code. As I mentioned, all 3 people will work on all 3 things, so tasks will be divided equally. However, one person will take a lead on each one of those items to ensure that tasks are assigned appropriately within that item and that everybody is doing their work. There are currently 2 reports required for the final project. I may increase those to maybe a weekly report or something. We'll talk about that maybe later. So within this module 5, start thinking about number 1, your group. Start thinking about your ideas. My suggestion, if you have an idea for your final project, come to this discussion board, create a thread, and present your idea and see if anyone is interested to work with you on this idea. If you do not have any ideas, you can wait until I form the groups, and then you guys can discuss together what app you are going to do. And in the introduction to the final module, I will speak more about what should be in your final project. For now, let's jump into module 5, and the theme of this module is the table view control component. Our goal of this module is to use the table view controller and the table view to develop an app. And we're also gonna expand more on the model view controller. We have used the model view controller very lightly in the unit converter app, where we used a file to store the data and load the data into an array. Here we're gonna add some more complexity to this, and we'll learn how we can create a data model class and a data controller class of our own, and how we can use this to feed the table view controller. So we're going to create this in application of the model view controller. There is a PDF document, and I have noticed as I was working through the links that the Apple developer website has changed, and many of the documentations related to this has also changed. So we're going to stay with that PDF document that gives you an overview of the table view controller. Before I dig deep into an overview of the table view programming guide, We have a project and we have a monthly journal due on October 31st. This will be this will be in the middle of working through that module, so don't forget it. The last Thursday of October you have that journal reflection that you need to complete. Our project is a simplified address book app. You're all very familiar with the address book app. You probably have one on your phone and you probably are using it. This is the app where you can view a list of contacts and you can delete a contact and you can add a new contact. And that's basically what we will try to build together. So this should be a little bit simplified than project number 4, the game. There are a lot of details in an address book app, but we are going to try to simplify it and focus on learning about the table view controller and the data model instead of building logic as we did for the game. The main screen, the user should be able to scroll through alphabetical contact list, add contact, delete contact, view more information about an individual contact, touching the contact's name, display a screen or a view showing the contact's detailed information. Going on the back button, you go back to the list. You can add a new contact by touching the add contact button in the top right corner of the app. You can place it actually anywhere you want. It doesn't have to be the top right corner. And this is due at the end of this module on November 10th. Okay, so let's jump into the table view controller guide, and I have that open here. So let me first preface this by saying that the table view controller is one of the most commonly used controllers in the iOS environment. You can use the table view controller for many purposes. Most of the OS, most of the apps that come on your phone uses the table view controller. The mail app, the iTunes app, the music app, the contacts app, the calendar app, all of them use a table view controller. The table view controller is made of a controller, a view, and a cell that occupies the row. These are different ways of displaying a table view controller. All of these are table view controller that are organized a little bit differently. And we are going to learn about all of this. As you can see in the table of content, there is so much information in here. Most of it is easy read, but it's about 100 pages. We have about 3 weeks. My advice is to make sure you read everything here. All the stuff we're going to work on the project, you can come back here and read about it. The project is not going to apply all the concepts that you see in that document, but the majority of it will be applied. The first chapter is a general overview of the table view controller. Then it goes deep into the table view. So I said there's a controller. So there's a table view controller. There's a table view. And there's the table view cells. So 3 parts that makes the table view controller. Maybe we can go to this one. They don't have a diagram here. But the table view, this is a very important page to read to make a distinction. So as with the view controller that we have been using so far, there is a controller and inside it there is a view. The table view controller, there's a controller, there is a view, which is the table view, and then there is the table view cell. The data are displayed inside the cell, and then the cells are represented by rows inside the view, and the view is held by or controlled by the controller. The data for the table view controller works very similar to what we did with the picker view. Remember the picker view from project number 2? We had to use a data source, and we put an array in the data source, and we had to use a delegate to respond to the user moving the scrolls on the picker view. The table view controller works in a very similar fashion. There is a data source that we have to set up, and there is a delegate as well. there is so here is that. Yeah, I was looking for something like this. So here I'm mapping the different levels of data models, uh, and we can use a data model with a dictionary or an array. We're going to be using an array for our project in here, and you can see how things are can be progressed. You can have the table view controller representing a collection, and inside that collection you can have another collection, and inside that collection you can have detailed information. And here that how is that can be laid out. So I'll leave you with that, and this will be your joy for the next 2 3 weeks. Read this, start reading that document. I will be adding the walkthrough videos as we go through, and I hope you enjoy this final collective projects that we do together in the class, and be ready for your own final app. I'm very excited about it. I think you guys are going to be very creative, and I've always been impressed with the final projects, and I think you guys will exceed what other students have done as well. So no pressure, but I look forward to the last few weeks will hold for all of us. Thank you.